Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of The Mighty Peking Man, a Hong Kong monster movie from 1977. The following plot synopsis is taken and paraphrased from Wikipedia. A party from Hong Kong headed up by Johnny, played by Danny Lee, are exploring the Indian side of the Himalayan mountains and discover the Peking Man, a giant Yeti, along with a beautiful blonde wild woman named Samantha, whose parents had been killed in a plane crash. Now, Samantha was raised by the Peking Man with nothing to wear but an animal skin bikini. Like Tarzan, she has learned both to swing through the trees on vines and to communicate with and command the jungle animals. With the exception of a venomous snake who bites her on the inner thigh, requiring the hero Johnny to suck out the poison, while Samantha's leopard friend and the Peking Man fight the snake. I am not making this up. Shortly thereafter, they fall in love. Johnny and his partners bring Samantha and the Peking Man back to Hong Kong, where he goes on display to the incredulous public. So does that plot sound vaguely familiar to you? Well, that's because this movie is a rip-off of King Kong. It's actually very difficult to review this movie because I want to make sure that you enjoy all of the wonderful surprises that the Mighty Peking Man has to offer. What I will say is that this is one of the most purely entertaining giant monster movies that I have ever seen in my entire life. It is such a hilariously stupid experience that you simply just have to see it for yourself. I saw it for the first time maybe about 8 years ago, and I just recently rewatched it. This is the hardest I've laughed while watching any film for quite a while. This film is just pure joy. It's pure joy. Now, I really think that Hong Kong should have made more giant monster movies because the industry trends during the 70s, 80s, and 90s fit this genre perfectly. I mean, the pacing is basically lightning fast. The dialogue is just hysterical. There are random animal attacks, like elephants, leopards, snakes, etc., where they use real animals. And the final showdown is rather lengthy and has lots of destruction. So the monster design and costume, as you might expect, are just awful in this film. It needs to be seen to be believed. And there's also the smoking hot, scantily clad blonde jungle girl who swings on vines and speaks gibberish. So, yeah, I mean, basically, the first half of this film is like uber cheesy goodness, and the second half is loaded with, like, dumb monster action. Like, this is just... Watch this film. If you don't know whether or not you should be watching this film right now, I don't know what to tell you. You need to watch this. The Mighty Peking Man is an absolute riot, and it comes strongly recommended for fans of goofy monster movies. However, I must warn you that viewing the film under the influence of alcohol could result in asphyxiation, and it is available on DVD, Blu-ray, and Amazon streaming. And as always, I will see you next time.